Hey y'all, welcome back. We have a brand new, never before heard episode of Seinfeld, and we were able to procure this from a very secret location somewhere on the interwebs, and it was made by a very special writer, artificial intelligence. As we all know, artificial intelligence is the best current writer available in the world. No one can make better writing. Chris is a professional writer, has published several times. He will tell you firsthand, there is no better writing possible. I mean, Shakespeare would learn a thing or two from AI if he only had the infrastructure available to him. We are doing an episode of Seinfeld, and we're hoping that it can get that, je ne sais quoi feeling of Seinfeld that we all have learned to expect. So we're going to do this in normal roundtable fashion. We'll read the script, and then we'll see in the comments what y'all think. Was this a great episode, or was this the greatest episode? As we should expect. Those are the only two options.
Yeah.
So we start off. Interior, Jerry's apartment, day. Jerry and George are sitting on the couch discussing their latest misadventures.
You won't believe what happened to me today. I was at the grocery store, and this guy mistook me for someone named Larry.
George says sarcastically, "Ah, Larry, the man of mystery. What did you do?"
I corrected him, of course, but get this. He insists that I'm Larry and starts telling me about his life.
George laughing, "You should have just gone with it. Free life story, Jerry."
Cut to. This is an ongoing trope where the scenes are just like, they just end. It's like, no, we're expecting more or a resolution or a furtherance. No. We go straight to interior of Monk's Cafe later. Jerry and George continue their conversation over coffee. Elaine, guess what, guys? I got a promotion at work.
Jerry raising an eyebrow. Elaine, you got a promotion? Are they insane?
Very funny, Jerry. I deserve it.
Oh, George is disgruntled. "Well, congratulations on joining the ranks of the employed elite."
Cut to
Kramer's apartment.
Kramer's apartment, a rare start of a scene. Kramer bursts into Jerry's apartment, excited about a new business idea.
You want to do Kramer?
Jerry, I've got it! A service when you can hire someone to be you for a day. They'll do all the boring stuff. Grocery shopping, dentist appointments, you name it.
And why would anyone want to do that?
Because people are tired of their own lives, Jerry. They want a taste of someone else's mundane existence.
Cut to.
Cut to.
Hey, where's Newman in all this?
How do you do somebody's dentist appointment for them?
For them. You're just gonna go in. I think that's very Seinfeld though. You would go on like, why would you do their dentist appointment? Interior Jerry's apartment later, so we've just jumped across the hall. Jerry reluctantly agrees to try out Kramer's service for a day. Meanwhile, George tries to take advantage of Jerry's absence by borrowing his apartment.
George is sitting on Jerry's couch. "This is the life. Maybe Larry had it right all along."
Cut to! All that exposition, like you wouldn't even see it for that part. Jerry reluctantly agrees to try out Kramer's service. But there's no scene with him doing that.
No.
It's like, how are you're just supposed to assume you know that Jerry did it. So now we cut to exterior New York City day. Jerry, accompanied by his Larry stand-in, navigates the challenges of everyday life. The stand-in struggles with Jerry's sarcasm and wit, leading to awkward encounters. Cut to! There wasn't even dialogue.
No.
Okay, so we got like a montage scene.
We got some montage.
Maybe,
this person's very fast and loose with their writing style.
Maybe playing 9 to 5.
Yeah, anyone who's like, if anybody's been a classic scriptwriter in the comments, you'll usually put like some dialogue, or if you're doing a montage, you'll guide it by going, this scene happens, and you'll say what they do. This was just like exposition that somehow you're supposed to know. Back to Monk's Cafe evening. Jerry and the stand-in return to the cafe, where Elaine and George are waiting. Elaine, who is this guy, Jerry?
Long story. Let's just say being someone else for a day is harder than it looks. The gang shares a laugh, realizing that sometimes the grass isn't always greener.
Okay. Interior Jerry's apartment night. Jerry and the stand-in sit on the couch, exhausted from the day's misadventures.
Jerry grinning. "Well, Larry, I hope you enjoyed being me for a day."
You want to be the stand-in?
It was interesting. Your life is more complicated than it looks.
Welcome to my world.
Cut to Monk's Cafe again. The gang is at their usual booth, discussing the events of the previous day. We're still, like, in a loop. This is like Groundhog's Day. Elaine, so, Jerry, are you going to hire a stand-in for every tedious task now?
No way. Being me is a full-time job. I'll leave the stand-ins to Kramer's crazy business ideas.
Cut to interior Kramer's apartment day. Kramer is brainstorming new business ideas with Newman.
Yes!
Hey, we got Newman.
I was going to say, he's got to
episode.
be in there somewhere.
Kramer excitedly. I got it, Newman. A stand-in for stand-ins. You can hire someone to be your stand-in when you don't want to stand in. This one is the funniest episode by far.
This is funny.
Newman
raising an eyebrow. Isn't that just getting a friend to cover for you?
Details, Newman, details. Exterior, New York City, day, later. Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer find themselves caught in a hilarious mix-up involving mistaken identities, stand-ins, and a series of comical events. It just happens. I love in a script where I can just write, funny things happened, and we just move on to the next part of the script. And then again, no dialogue. Interior, Jerry's apartment, night. The gang gathers at Jerry's apartment, reflecting on the absurdity of their day.
George shaking his head. I can't believe we got tangled up in this stand-in nonsense.
Well, at least it made for a memorable day. That's Elaine.
Life is full of surprises, isn't it?
As they share a laugh, the stand-in from the previous day walks by Jerry's apartment, still adjusting to the quirks of being Jerry for a day. This was the weirdest one yet.
That was
It had some wonderful Seinfeld qualities, and it had some funny stuff go on, but then it also, like, circled around a lot of times, where it just, now we're doing the same thing again. It got meta, which was nice, but it was weird.
And it did have Newman.
It had Newman.
Yeah.
See, you wished into the world.
Yeah.
And if anything, I think it's a good rough draft. Like there is something there.
You could turn that into. I could see that becoming a Seinfeld episode with a good amount of polish.
Yeah.
But you could get there, like to just get. If I was brainstorming and just like, well, I need some Seinfeld idea, that would be a skeleton that's got some concepts to it.
Yeah, because it reminds me of the episode where they have like the Bizarro.
Bizarro Seinfeld, yeah. Bizarro Jerry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, there's some elements of it. I thought it did have the stand-in for a stand-in. I thought was hilarious.
Yeah,
that was
That is
great.
Very Kramer.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised by this one. I thought this was like. Obviously, it struggles a lot. There's a lot that we have to fill in because it just glossed over entire scenes. And yeah, lots of scenes cut incredibly short. But it had the skeleton of a Seinfeld episode that I could see. I could see this being a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, all we need to do is just add the funny.
All the funny parts. If you have funny parts to add to this episode, like things that happened in the scenes that didn't have anything in them, let us know. If you want us to do anything, your favorite show or some combination of shows, let us know in the comments. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us all your money if you want to. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.